Imagine a life so grand that even after your death, millions of people visit your home every year. A man who lived like a king, with private jets, luxury cars, and diamond-studded outfits, but behind the glitz and glam, was Elvis Presley really happy? Stay with us as we uncover the true story of his luxurious yet controversial life. Elvis Presley wasn't just a musician, he was the first true rock star. His impact on pop culture changed the way we see fame, music, and luxury. He lived in a million-dollar mansion, owned rare cars, and spent his fortune like royalty. But despite all the wealth, there was a darker side to his life, one filled with struggles, controversies, and loneliness. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, if you could own just one thing from Elvis's collection, his mansion, his cars, or his jewelry, which one would you pick? Let's see how many of you are true Elvis fans. Early life. Before Elvis became the king of rock and roll, he was just a boy from Tupelo, Mississippi, born into a working-class family. His parents, Vernon and Gladys Presley, struggled financially, and the family lived in a small two-room house. But even in poverty, Elvis had one thing that set him apart: his passion for music. At the age of 11, Elvis wanted a bicycle for his birthday, but instead, his mother gifted him a $6 guitar. That small decision changed music history forever. Little did they know, this boy from Mississippi would revolutionize rock and roll. Elvis wasn't like other kids. He was shy, kept to himself, and was deeply influenced by gospel music from church. In high school, some kids made fun of his unique style, but he didn't care. He knew he was meant for something bigger. After graduating in 1953, Elvis recorded his first demo at Sun Records, hoping to become a singer. The moment producer Sam Phillips heard him sing, he knew he had found something special. This was the beginning of Elvis Presley's journey to superstardom. Elvis's journey had just begun. But fame didn't come easily. He had to fight for his place in the music industry. Want to know how he became the biggest star of all time? Stay with us as we reveal the next chapter of Elvis Presley's rise to fame. The peak of his career. 1956 was the year that changed everything. Elvis Presley released Heartbreak Hotel, and within weeks, he became the most talked-about singer in America. With his unique voice, rebellious dance moves, and undeniable charisma, he took the world by storm. By the late 1950s, Elvis wasn't just a singer, he was a cultural phenomenon. His concerts were packed, and his records sold millions. His unique blend of rock, gospel, and country music created a new sound that captivated an entire generation. Elvis wasn't just a musician, he was a movie star too. Between 1956 and 1969, he acted in 31 movies, many of which became box office hits. Films like Jailhouse Rock and Viva Las Vegas made him a Hollywood sensation. As Elvis's fame grew, so did his love for luxury. He bought the famous Graceland mansion, collected over 100 cars, and even had his own private jet, named after his daughter, Lisa Marie. By the late 1960s, Elvis's music career had slowed down, but in 1968, he made one of the greatest comebacks in history. The '68 Comeback Special, where Elvis performed in a black leather suit, reminded the world why he was still the king of rock and roll. Elvis had reached the peak of his career, but fame comes at a price. Behind the scenes, his life was filled with personal struggles. Want to know what led to the downfall of the king of rock and roll? Stay tuned for the next chapter. The downfall, personal struggles, and final years. Elvis Presley, once the biggest name in the music industry, faced a tragic downfall in his later years. Despite his fame and fortune, his personal struggles and health issues led to his untimely demise at the age of 42. At the peak of his career, Elvis was drafted into the U.S. Army. While this move was meant to improve his public image, it also marked a turning point in his life. During his time in Germany, he was introduced to prescription drugs, which would later play a significant role in his downfall. Elvis married Priscilla Presley in 1967, and they had a daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. However, the marriage was strained due to Elvis's demanding career and personal habits. The couple divorced in 1973, which deeply affected Elvis emotionally. As Elvis's career continued, his health started to decline. He became heavily dependent on prescription drugs, which led to weight gain, mood swings, and erratic behavior. His once iconic stage presence started to fade, and he struggled with his performances. Despite still performing, Elvis was no longer at his peak. He performed in Las Vegas regularly, but his energy was fading. His extravagant lifestyle and poor financial management also left him in trouble, despite earning millions. Elvis's last concert took place in June 1977, just 2 months before his death. He was physically unwell, struggling to sing, and appeared exhausted on stage. On August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley was found unconscious in his bathroom at Graceland. The cause of death was ruled as a heart attack, likely triggered by drug use. The world mourned the loss of the king of rock and roll. Even after his passing, Elvis's influence remains strong. His music continues to inspire artists, and Graceland remains one of the most visited homes in the world. Elvis Presley's life was a mix of unprecedented success and deep personal struggles. His legacy as the king of rock and roll remains unshaken, but his story serves as a reminder of how fame and personal demons can clash. Personal habits and daily routine of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley's daily routine was far from typical. His lifestyle was defined by late-night activities, indulgent meals, and unique hobbies that made him stand out even among celebrities. 1. Late-night lifestyle. Elvis was a night owl and rarely followed a traditional schedule. He would stay up all night, practicing music, watching movies, or spending time with his inner circle. During his Las Vegas residency, his schedule became even more extreme, with late-night performances and after-parties stretching into the early morning. 2. Favorite food and diet. Elvis's diet was Southern style and extremely indulgent. His favorite foods included peanut butter and banana sandwich, fried in butter, making it extra rich, burgers, steak, bacon, and eggs, a protein-heavy diet, fried chicken and mashed potatoes, classic comfort food, Coca-Cola and milkshakes. He had a sweet tooth and consumed sugary drinks regularly. His overeating habits led to significant weight gain and health issues later in life. 3. Passion for karate. Elvis was obsessed with martial arts and even earned a black belt. He trained with professional instructors and taught karate to his close friends, known as the Memphis Mafia. His karate-style moves became a signature part of his live performances. 4. Love for books and spirituality. Elvis was deeply spiritual and loved reading about religion and philosophy. He owned hundreds of books, including The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, The Impersonal Life, one of his favorite books. He often searched for meaning beyond fame and fortune through reading and self-reflection. 5. Hobbies and fun activities. Movies and TV shows. He loved watching films and had a private screening room at Graceland. Gambling in Las Vegas. He spent hours in casinos playing high-stakes games. Horse riding and shooting. He enjoyed riding horses and practicing shooting on his private ranch. Elvis Presley's net worth and luxury car collection. Elvis Presley wasn't just the king of rock and roll, he was also one of the highest-paid entertainers of his time. By the early 1970s, he had earned over $100 million from record sales, concerts, and movies. But despite his fortune, he was known for his extravagant spending habits. Elvis had a deep passion for cars. He owned over 100 luxury vehicles, including Cadillacs, Rolls-Royces, and even a custom-made Stutz Blackhawk. If he liked a car, he bought it, sometimes even giving them away as gifts. Elvis didn't just stop at cars. He even owned a private jet named after his daughter, Lisa Marie. This Convair 880 jet was custom-designed with gold-plated seatbelts, a bedroom, and a luxurious lounge. Elvis Presley's life was filled with fame, fortune, and incredible luxury. But it also had its challenges. Want to see more fascinating stories about Hollywood legends and their extravagant lifestyles? Subscribe to Celebwood Life and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.